The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror specials are some of my absolute favourite in all of fiction. They are so creative and merge two of my favourite properties, horror and The Simpsons, together, creating a blend of comedy and horrific imagery. It's fantastic. Or at least they was. For the longest time, The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror specials were some of my favourite of The Simpsons. And even when The Simpsons declined in quality after series 11, the Treehouse of Horrors, in my opinion, remained pretty strong. But when the show went HD, even the Treehouse of Horror segments couldn't survive the quality decline. And unfortunately, I stopped watching. However, I heard rumours that season 30 onwards was actually improving. And I heard about the Treehouse of Horror episode that paid homage to Death Note. An absolute amazing anime, you really should check it out. And I had to look, curiosity got the better of me, and I checked this one out. I have in the works a longer form video talking about the Treehouse of Horror episodes in general. The good, the bad, and the weird. Everything Halloween and The Simpsons. It's currently in the works and will be done very, very soon. But today I wanted to talk about this one in particular. Treehouse of Horror 33. What better place to start than with the first segment, the Pukaduke. This one was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed some of the creepy imagery, especially with the actual Pukaduke book in the beginning. Seeing Marge go after Maggie was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed the creative ways Maggie fought back. However, this is definitely the weakest segment out of the three, due to the fact that I think the HD nature of modern Simpsons actively hurts the atmosphere here. It's just too bright, it's too pleasant looking. This needed a similar feel to the Bad Dream House to really convey the horror, a problem that is not unique to this episode unfortunately. However, I thought it stuck out a lot more here than in other recent Simpsons episodes. A 2 out of 5, closer to a 3 than a 2. The second segment is undoubtedly the best. Tome, as I'm sure you've heard if you're a modern day Simpsons fan, is a beautiful homage to the anime Death Note and is animated to perfection. It resembles the style so well. Something that works surprisingly well with the Simpsons characters is the anime theme. Something that you wouldn't actually think would work with the Simpsons, but it totally does. It's a brilliant combination of the two properties. I couldn't believe how enjoyable this segment was. The atmosphere, the animation, and the art style, even the story itself, I was so invested in it, and I really wanted this to be a full episode. I honestly did not want this to end. I could not take my eyes off the screen the entire time. The jokes worked so well, the story kept me engaged, and as I said, this needed to be a full 22-minute episode. I really hope they do some sort of sequel in the future. An absolute banger of a segment. This is a solid 4 out of 5, closer to a 5 than a 3 definitely. The last segment, Simpsons World, has the best premise I think I've ever heard, and it's amazing. Does it stick the landing though? I think for the most part, yes it does. The opening, referencing the monorail classic episode of The Simpsons, was a great jumping off point, and I adore the scene where Homer wakes up and accidentally turns up his self-awareness. It's genuinely a very creepy concept. The thing is, this thing is absolutely jam-packed with background references to previous Simpsons episodes, and I'm all here for it. As a huge Simpsons fan, I couldn't help but keep pausing and rewinding to catch on the ones I missed the first time around. I think though by the time this one ends, you kind of want more. As I said with the previous segment, these two ideas for these two segments, the Death Tome one and Simpsons World, are so creative and so imaginative. They are so great that they needed to be 22 minutes each. Easily, these should have been full Simpsons specials, like when they parodied Stephen King's It. Especially Simpsons World though, because there's so much you could do with this premise. And I actually think this would have made a fantastic mini movie, like a 45-minute special. This could have done phenomenal. However, this still doesn't take away from how much I actually enjoyed this episode, and they still do a lot with the time given. The ending in Bob's Burgers was really fun. It was a super nice reference because I love that show to bits. And the ending scene where we see they're still in a dome, in the Bob's Burgers dome, and there are domes literally everywhere. So, Family Guy, South Park, Rick and Morty, It was super creepy and super dystopian. I couldn't stop smiling. Those are the type of endings I absolutely love. A fantastic end to a fantastic segment and a fantastic Treehouse of Horror episode. A well deserving 4 out of 5, closer to a 5 than a 4 for sure. Though this special didn't really have the traditional opening credits or opening skit, just having a creepy looking CGI book opening up before the episode starts properly, the ending does expand on it by having the tentacle and voice of Kang or Kodos. To be honest, I'm not really sure. I can't really tell the two apart just by voice appearing, and they were super funny with their jokes. I also love the bit where they ran off screaming as it came to a close. It was a really enjoyable part of the episode, and I just loved the wraparound feel. This is a fantastic special from start to finish, and really brought my hopes back for the future of the Treehouse of Horror specials. As I said previously, I have kind of fallen off in recent years, especially with segments like the Avatar parody. Those ones really kill my enjoyment of the Treehouse of Horror specials. I know there's more after this one, but I haven't actually seen any past this. But I definitely will be checking them out now. I'm so happy to see The Simpsons is in such a better place recently, and with the announcement of the second movie coming in 2027, I think the future is looking surprisingly bright. This was a super fun video to make, as I love Halloween and The Simpsons, so merging the two was definitely a joy to make. Stay tuned, as soon I will be releasing my retrospective of the entire Treehouse of Horror series, and that video will be coming very soon. In the meantime, take care, thanks for watching, and have a spooktacular evening.